So you're thinking about moving to Scottsdale, Arizona? Well, in this video, we are going to do a deep dive into McCormick Ranch in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're going to be looking at the community, how it all got started, the housing market, the things to do around there, the fun things to do around there, to see if it's a good fit for you and or your family. If this is your first time to the channel and you'd like to know everything about living in Scottsdale, Arizona, well, subscribe below and remember to click the bell, ding, 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 so you can be the first to be notified about anything new coming up about Scottsdale, Arizona. My name is Mary K. Marino and welcome to Hello Arizona Living and Real Estate. We get calls, texts, emails every day from people just like you looking for help to move to Scottsdale, Arizona, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months, call, text, or email us, days, nights, or weekends. All our information is below in the description to help you make a smooth move to Scottsdale, Arizona. So as I mentioned earlier, we are going to do a deep dive into McCormick Ranch located in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're going to talk about the housing market, what's to do around McCormick Ranch, and what's in the community of McCormick Ranch, even the schools, restaurants, shopping, and so forth. So sit back, relax. We're going to go and jump into McCormick Ranch, Scottsdale, Arizona. Let's go. Okay, so a little back history about McCormick Ranch. Back in 1921, I always want to say Jolly Ranch family, but the Jolly family bought 160 acres in Scottsdale, Arizona, on the corner of, I gotta get this right, Scottsdale Road and Indian Bend. The section right there, it is the southeast corner. They bought 160 acres back in 1921. Then if you fast forward to 1941, it was sold to Fowler and Ann McCormick. Get it? McCormick. Thus came McCormick Ranch. After they bought that 160 acres from the Jolly family, they also bought a whole bunch of land around there, equaling out to 4,236 acres. Wow, that's a lot of land. 4,236 acres. Wow, back in 1941, that's what they bought, and they called it McCormick Ranch as we know it today. McCormick Ranch is one of the largest planned communities in the state of Arizona, located centrally in Scottsdale, Arizona. In fact, within McCormick Ranch, we have very well-planned subdivisions. Some are gated communities, some are not gated communities, a wide range of upscale neighborhoods, as far as upscale dining, upscale shops, all for the McCormick Ranch people. That's how it all got started. And also it offers houses and townhomes overlooking the golf course there. Within the community of McCormick Ranch, there is Scottsdale Ranch Resort in McCormick Ranch, also in McCormick Ranch, and you've got to put this on your bucket list. Even if you do not move to McCormick Ranch or even to Scottsdale, Arizona, you got to put Stillman Railroad Park. It is located on Scottsdale Road in Indian Bend, and it is a 30-acre park, and it was designed by Fowler and Ann McCormick. It took them many, many, many years to get it to what it is today. Stillman Railroad Park is on 30 acres, and there is so much to do there. Besides riding the railroad, yes, you can hop on the little train and ride all around it. It also has many places where you can barbecue. You can go out there and bring your four-legged pet and enjoy it to your heart's content out there. You can have picnics out there, barbecues out there, family gatherings out there. You can do whatever you want out there. It always also has a historic building out there that you can go in there and see step by step how they developed the park and how long it all took them. And even in the summer, they have summer concerts in the park. So something really nice and enjoyable to do as the sun is setting, to go out and enjoy the concerts in the park. McCormick Ranch had both cattle and horses, and Arabian horses. Ann was a huge lover of Arabian horses. And back in around, I think it was 1955, she originally donated that so that the Arabian Horse Show could have a permanent place to go to, because at the time they didn't know where to go. So she donated that acreage for the park, and it was called Paradise Park. It was a great equine venue. Not just the Arabian Horse Show went there, many other horse venues were there. I went there as a child when I used to show horses, and I used to go to Paradise Park. It was a beautiful, wonderful place to show horses. It was located on Pima and Shea Boulevard. So beginning in 1955, it started with just about 50 horses and a dozen trainers and owners that came to the show. And then fast forward to today, it's now more than 2,200 horses and over 1,300 owners. This is also the horse show that Patrick Swayze used to come every year and show his Arabian horses. In fact, it is dubbed today, 2022, the Super Bowl of the Arabian world. It has grown from that itty bitty little horse show back in 1955 to 2022, one of the largest, most premier Arabian horse shows in the world. People from all over the world come here, all because of Ann McCormick had a love for Arabian horse shows. However, right now, it is no longer at Paradise Park on the Shea Boulevard in Pima. They have now moved it to Westworld because, as everybody wanted to sell the land, sell that land, build houses, make money. So they picked it up and they moved it over to Westworld, and that is now where the Arabian Horse Show is now being held. So as I said in the beginning, the McCormick Ranch was over 4,200 acres. Well, let's talk about housing. The housing sits on over 3,000 acres of land. It has 67 subdivisions. I'm going to give you a little information. I'm going to read it so I don't miss it out here. It has 67 subdivisions. Single family homes, they range from $650,000 to about the $4 to $5 million price range. And as far as condos and townhomes, that price range is between $280,000, and that's just for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, up to $2 million for a townhouse condo in McCormick Ranch. They were built in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. They are a little bit older home, obviously. The ceilings, the roof is a little bit lower. So when you walk in, it's not going to be those high vaulted ceilings, lots of air and room in there. It's not going to be that feel. However, the only way you get that is if you buy a home in there that's already been updated and redone. And there are some homes that have done that. But for the most part, when you get into the townhomes in there, it is going to be a little bit lower ceiling on there. So if you're okay with that, that's great. I mean, it's a great area to live. You're convenient to so many things. You have the golf course life there. You have the spa life. You have the resort life. There is just so much in and around McCormick Ranch that you really never have to leave the property unless you really want to. So like I said, some homes have been gutted and totally updated and renewed, and some have not. So you get your choice when you move into McCormick Ranch of what you really want. As far as golf, if you're a big golfer and love to go play on the links, there are 2 golf courses out there on McCormick Ranch. You have the Pine Golf Course and the Palm Golf Course. Plus, besides those 2 golf courses within McCormick Ranch, around the area of McCormick Ranch, you have over 40 different golf courses. So if you want to go play other golf courses, you can. You just hop in the car and go. You have so many to choose from in Scottsdale, Arizona. If you go outside of the Scottsdale area, you have a ton of golf courses. This is the place to be if you love being on the short grass. What I really love about McCormick Ranch is the green belt. I always, when I have to drive around there, if I can, I love to take Hayden Road. It has like a 20-mile drive of the Greenbelt, and literally is Greenbelt, parks, dog parks, all along that way. It's just a pretty and a nice, relaxing, tranquil drive. And a lot of times I will hop off the 101 or get off of the Scottsdale Road because it's located in between that. It runs north and south. And I will just take that drive. It's fantastic. In fact, when you're driving down there on the Hayden Road along those green belts, you see many people walking, jogging, walking their dogs, and just enjoying the outdoors. And it's lined with the grass, it's lined with the trees. It's just a nice atmosphere to be driving along. If you have to drive, why not drive in a scenery that you enjoy doing? As far as parks, within McCormick Ranch, they have about 8 different parks located there, including dog parks. They never forget the 4-legged kids, everybody, and I can't say everybody, but there are a lot of people who are dog lovers out there, so they avail themselves of the many dog parks that they have out there as well. So if you're a dog lover, you have a dog, that you definitely have choices to go with your 4-legged friend. Some activities to do around McCormick Ranch are the Odyssey Aquarium, which is great. They have all sorts of fish and sharks to go there and look at. You can take the family and totally enjoy the Odyssey Aquarium. Also very close by is what is called the Butterfly Wonderland. It is fantastic. It is like an indoor dome, and it's just filled with beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous butterflies that you can walk around and just see them. They'll fly all around, fly around you. It is an absolutely beautiful, wonderful experience to go see. So definitely put those two on your bucket list. Another thing that is relatively close to McCormick Ranch is Talking Stick Casino. And then one of the nice things about that is if you like to gamble, you can go there, but the restaurants and dining there is fantastic, as well as they have a lot of concerts there as well. So if you're a concert goer, there are lots of concerts that happen over there at Talking Sticks Casino. And another thing I forgot to mention, and one of the activities that a lot of people like to do that's near McCormick Ranch, it's called I-Fly Indoor Skydiving. If you don't get motion sickness like I do, I can't do it, but if you like to skydive without having to jump out of the airplane, you can go right over there and they will hook you up with everything, and up you go, and you can experience what it's like to skydive without jumping out of an airplane. Also wanted to mention that Talking Sticks does have a golf course there as well. So besides the two in McCormick Ranch, right around the corner there at Talking Stick is another golf course available to you. But like I said, there's within a 10-mile radius of McCormick Ranch, you have like over 40 different golf courses. So if golf is your thing, you have plenty to do right there. As far as hiking, you have a lot to choose from. You have Camelback Mountain, Echo Trail, Piewesto Creek, and then if you go a little north, you have Pinnacle Peak, you have Browns Mountain Ranch. You have so many around Scottsdale area. You have tons to go. I always say go on to alltrails.com and pick your trail. You can have a trail for every day, every week, and last you for a very, very long time before you ever run out of trails to consider to do again. As far as the schools, we do have some really good schools around McCormick Ranch, and in fact, they have great ratings around a 9 and 10. As I always say, if you're choosing a school and needed to pick out a school, whether it's for your kids or maybe you're a teacher and need to look for that, I always use greatschools.org and niche.com when I'm looking for schools, for the rankings and for the ratings. So make sure you do your research on that, because it has a lot of other great information on those two sites that you may really enjoy as well. As far as medical, we have Great Medical relatively close. We have Honor Health off of the 101 in Shea. Then you go further east, we have the Mayo Clinic. And then if you want the Mayo Hospital, it's off the 101 and 56th Street. A lot of people come here for the Mayo, so that's why I always mention that, because it's very popular here in the Valley. But all three of those are relatively very close to McCormick Ranch. If you're needing to head down to downtown Phoenix, it's about a 20-minute drive, give or take, depending on time of day and traffic. If you need to head to the Phoenix airport, just add about another 8 to 10 minutes. It's right to the east of downtown Phoenix, so it's not that bad. All our freeways are extremely easy to navigate. It's nothing like LA, Houston, New York, Chicago, anything like that. Super duper easy to navigate our freeway systems to get around the whole valley. If you're moving to Scottsdale from like the Midwest or the East, and you're coming from snow country, obviously, and you're itching for snow and you're having some withdrawals about snow, and you're living in Scottsdale, McCormick Ranch area, whatever area, you go, oh my gosh, I want to go up north, I want to go snow skiing, I want to do something with snow. You can do that. We actually are a four-season state, even though not right here in the valley. It's just a 2-hour drive up to I-17 to Flagstaff. You can go up there to your heart's content, go snow skiing, snowboarding, build snowmen, snow angels, whatever you want to your heart's content. Then drive back down to the valley, 2 hours, put your shorts on, and then go play golf. It's super great. However, if during the summer you are dying of the heat, because you know it does get up to 115, 120, 122 degrees, and you're saying, oh my gosh, I need some cool weather, I need to get my escape out of the valley, you can go up to Sedona or even Prescott. If you go up to Sedona, make sure you definitely want to put that on your bucket list. It is a great place to visit. It's the Red Rock Country. And then you also want to head over to Oak Creek Canyon. And what that is, it's a slide rock down the rocks. And I would tell you, no matter what time of year you go there, even in the hottest part of the summer, the water is like really cold. So be aware of that. And also, it's very slippery. That's why you can slide down the rock. Just be careful you don't slide down and hurt your bum when you go do that. But so either Sedona or Prescott, whichever way. Well, you're supposed to say Prescott. If you're from here, it's Prescott. I always say Prescott. So either way, Sedona or Prescott. I redirected myself a little bit here. Sorry about that. But I just want to let you know about those two places you can go to just to get some relief from the heat. Although a lot of people say, I'm going to the beach. I'm heading out of town to California, which is an easy drive, either 8 to San Diego or 10 to LA. And depending how fast you drive, it's maybe a 5 to 6 hour drive over to California. If you're a lake lover and you want to go into the lake, whether it's just camping around the lake, hiking around the lake, or even boating in the lake, fishing in the lake, whatever you like to do with the lake, we've got some beautiful lakes for you. So the lakes we have are Lake Pleasant. Lake Pleasant is our largest, most popular lake, and that is up to I-17 north. It just borders between North Phoenix and North Peoria. Then to the east, we have Bartlett Lake, and then we have Roosevelt Lake, Apache Lake, Canyon Lake, and Saguaro Lake. If you love to kayak or paddleboard, then I would highly suggest Tempe Town Lake. It is a little bit further south of Phoenix on Tempe Town Lake. And a lot of people enjoy going down there. Why? Because they don't have to worry about the boats zipping by, getting caught in the wake of the boats. And they can just enjoy a quieter, calmer atmosphere. So if kayaking and paddleboarding is your thing to do and you don't want to be around the hustle and bustle of the boats, then definitely check out Tempe Town Lake. Otherwise, go look at all of our other lakes. They're absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, our largest, most popular one is Lake Pleasant. Then we have Bartlett Lake, Roosevelt Lake, Apache Lake, Canyon Lake, and of course, Saguaro Lake. So there you go, everything about McCormick Ranch. It was short and sweet. It is a great community to live. Like I said, you can live there and really not have to go off the property, so to speak, because not only are you going to live there, you'll have the golf courses if you want it, you have the shopping, you have the high-end dining, you have the resort life, you can go to the spa. There is so much right there within reach that you don't ever have to go very far. If you wanted to go shopping, you can go down to Scottsdale Fashion Plaza, which is right down Scottsdale Road. And then if you want to go north, you have Desert Ridge up there. So you have some shopping within and outside of McCormick Ranch. It's just a super great place to live, high-end places to live. And like I said, it was built in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And there are many homes that have been gutted and brought up from the dirt up, and they have been completely updated. So if you have any questions about the area, please reach out to us. We would be more than happy and delighted to answer all your questions, to help you in any way possible. And of course, if you have another area you're interested in, another subdivision you're interested in, just leave a comment below or contact us by text, email, or phone call, and we would be happy to do a deep dive into that area as well and send that off to you as well. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Mary Kay Marino. Thank you very much for being here. We are here to help you, serve you, support you at the highest level possible. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months, call, text, or email us. Days, nights, or weekends, all our information is below in the description to help you make a smooth move to Scottsdale, Arizona. So like I always say, until we see you around town, show you around town, you have an awesome, incredible, marvelous day. Bye for now.